all doing well today. And today I'm going to be talking about my envelope system. I do it a little bit differently than, say, Dave Ramsey, his exact envelope system. I just kind of modify it to do it the way I want to do it, especially since I don't make a lot of money. I work 2 jobs. Both of them are basically minimum wage. I'm in school 5 days a week. So really, at this point, I'm making only about $100 a week or less. And that's if I work all the days that I can. Before I start this video, I do want to say I know everybody's financial situation is different. Everybody has different bills that they have to pay. So for me personally, the only one that I have to pay right now is the babysitter bill, which is pretty freaking ridiculous for 2 kids. But I was also saving up since December using my envelope system. So I have a lot saved, and I still put a good bit of my weekly checks into it. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and get into the video now. So these are currently all of my envelopes that I have right now at this time. I have made a video basically the same as this in the past. I'll link it below if you want to watch it. I can't even remember which envelopes I had back then. But yeah, these are the ones that I have right now. And it does look like a lot of envelopes. It is a lot of envelopes, especially for only making a little bit of money every week. I'm going to go ahead and get into that and explain how you can save up and have the things that you want and also pay your bills, as long as you just keep everything planned out and you make sure you pay your bills first. Okay, so real quick, I'm going to show you all of my fun bills. I think it's extremely important that you should have long-term and short-term reward envelopes. Maybe just one of each, but I think it's super important because it does help you to stay motivated to put the money in the envelopes when you have things to look forward to and the money is slowly building up. So this one is next vacation. This won't be till next summer. So every week I only put a few dollars into it at this point. This one is Christmas. This one I have to make sure to put a little bit more money into next week just because it is a deadline coming up. This one is actually just an envelope that says Sierra. She's my best friend, but she lives about 14 hours away and she just had a new baby. I haven't got to meet him yet. And as soon as this corona nonsense blows over, or I shouldn't even say blows over, it's been going on for a while, but whenever it slows down, I'm going to help her pay half of her plane ticket so she can come visit me, just because I'm in school all the time and it's hard for me to go to where she is. And then I have clothes. This is something I'm not exactly sure which season I'll buy them for. I might just actually save it either till next summer or next fall so that I can go on a big shopping spree. I might go ahead and just wait till like early November and get some fall clothes for this year. I'm not sure yet. I'm just kind of saving and seeing how much I have at that point. Concert. Again, when the coronavirus slows down and things start opening back up and things get back to normal, I want to go see either Ed Sheeran or Imagine Dragons. I've seen Imagine Dragons before and they were amazing, and I'm so excited to see them again. And lastly, car. Now, this is a very long-term goal. I don't even have a goal date set for when I want to get this yet. I have vehicles to drive. I have a Blazer, but it's very old and I know that it's going to break down eventually. I also have a Volkswagen. James drives that to work, and we have another van that we have purchased from somebody, but we haven't got insurance on it yet, so we can't drive it yet. So when I say car, I just mean like a mom car. I want to get a nice car from a dealership. It doesn't have to be brand new, but I want it to be nice and I want it to be something that I love. So that's what that is, and it's probably going to take me 2 or 3 years to get it, but that's okay. My newest envelope is YouTube. It looks horrible because it's just a bill. I ran out of other envelopes, but this I'm only putting a tad bit in every week, but when I get enough, I do want to buy a ring light with a phone, an iPhone holder. So that's one of the things I'm going to get. I want to get a better laptop just because my Chromebook is really not it. So next we have the not so fun envelopes, but they are very important because if you don't take care of your bills, you're not going to be able to have the rewards. So debt. I'm in cosmetology school. When I get out, I'm going to owe half of what it costs to go because financial aid is only paying for half, which is about $10,000. Not only that, I have some student debt from other courses I've taken in the past. So I think it's extremely important that I start saving up now, so I have at least the first 2 months ready when financial aid says, all right, you gotta start paying up. The babysitter envelope. This is the one that I put the most money into every week. It's just extremely important because I'm gonna be paying for babysitters until I get done with school. That isn't till next June. And then when I do start, hopefully, a job in a salon, I'm still gonna need babysitters. So I have to make sure that I can keep up with it and I don't run out of money. That's why there's the most money in this envelope. And lastly, I just have bills. Another word that I like to use for this one personally for me is emergency fund. This is something for like if the car messes up and I need to buy a new part for it or something like that. So anyways, those are all my envelopes. Like I said, some are long-term, some are short-term, some are bills. It's extremely important to make sure you put your bills first. I literally have lists on my phone and I have goals for each one of my envelopes that I want to reach by a certain date. That way I know for sure that I'm on track with my bills, and then also I know how much is in my reward envelopes as well. So if I'm super ahead on one of them, then maybe the next week I don't need to put as much into that one and I can just go ahead and put it more towards the bills so that I have more in the bills. It's always good to be ahead on your bills. It feels really good and you feel more secure. So another thing I wanted to say, that for me, when I get my paycheck and I sit down to sort the money into my envelopes, I put the money into the bills envelopes first. Now, Dave Ramsey is like a millionaire, billionaire, and he says reward yourself first. But for me, I just can't. I can't enjoy separating my money until I've gotten the bills out of the way. So I put it in the babysitter one first because I put the most in there. I put into the debt and into the bills. And then I go back and I put a little bit into each of my rewards envelopes. It just works best for me. You might prefer to reward yourself first, like Dave Ramsey says, and then get to the bills. But it takes stress off of me just to know that, okay, I've done the bills, I still have cash in my hand, and now it's gonna go into my fun envelopes. I briefly mentioned this a minute ago, but it's so important to have goals. You should have a goal. Like for instance, my type of way that I write my goals are, by October 30th, I want to have $150 in the bills envelope. And then I'll have, by November 30th, I want to have $225. Those aren't exact numbers, but that's basically what I do for each and every one of my envelopes. Even the rewards ones, like I said, because then you can see, okay, I have like $20 extra in this envelope and it's not even the date that I need to be at yet. So I can go ahead and put more in other reward envelopes, or I can put a little bit more into the bills to get more ahead on them. My last tip is to use birthday money, Christmas money, bonuses, anything you get. Don't just go and purchase something big. Separate it into your envelopes. You can always save a little for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you separate it into your envelopes, then you're going to get to your goals even faster. You're going to be more ahead on your bills, which, like I've mentioned a million times, takes a lot of stress on me. And it just feels good knowing these bills are taken care of. So I can put more money into my car, into my clothing, into my next vacation. And that's the way I stay motivated. That's pretty much everything. Thank you so much for watching. This one was a little bit brief. Eventually I might go more into detail with money type things, but for now, that's just an overview of my envelope system. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and follow my Instagram. I will see you next time. Bye.